Alright guys, tonight we're going to the Terrill house in Oberlin, Missouri. Apparently it was a underground railroad for slaves and stuff like that back in the Civil War period or era. There's been reports of apparitions and stuff moving inside the house. So tonight's going to be really, really fun trying to figure out or debunk any of the claims to the place.
Isn't this place like out in the country too, so we don't have to deal with any in-city stuff?
It's more on the outskirts of the town, so we won't have to deal with a lot of in-city noise. So that'll be a lot, better for the investigation without human contamination.
I tried to pull up some house information and was really unable to find anything on the house itself.
Yeah.
Like when it was built. And
it used to be a bed and breakfast after, I guess, the original owner left or deceased or whatever. It became a bed and breakfast and was that for a few years, and now it's in the hands of a recent owner, which I guess originally lives in Minnesota or Wisconsin. So they're staying there now.
I did hear that there's tunnels in the roof of the house.
Yeah.
It's supposed to run out to either a barn or somebody told me possibly that there used to be an old school out there that they used to run the slaves under.
That could possibly. I know there is tunnels, and I'm not sure if the underground tunnels are closed up, but I know they're still there. But I guess we'll find out if they're still open for us. If not, I'd like to get in as close to those tunnels as possible.
Absolutely.
To investigate.
Absolutely.
I'm glad that we're going to be able to help them out and let them know one way or another, if it's true.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm Mike McDonald with Kindred Paranormal.
Cindy Mack.
It's Chris Sibbles.
Nice to meet you, Chris.
Chris Day.
Nice to meet you, Chris.
Could you give us a tour of your beautiful home and tell us some history about it?
Sure. Okay, and this is the original kitchen. The original cabinets from 1876.
Was that when the house was built? Was it
Yes,
1876?
1876. It was built by Julius C. Miller. And here is the butler's pantry. This is where the butler would stand while the family was having their meals. And he would refill the drinks from this original faucet and original stand there.
And the original faucet
yes,
too?
it is.
Oh, wow.
And refill their drinks and take their dirty plates and rinse them and bring them into the kitchen. This is the dining room. And that hutch right there is original to the house. Parts of it were stolen when the house was vacant.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of the house was stolen. There used to be a lot of fancy woodwork across this,
So due to vandalism.
a lot of the house was lost, but it's surprising how much was still left. This is the parlor where everybody would retire after dinner and sit and converse. And of course, there's fireplaces in almost every room.
That was the only source of heat. At the
Exactly,
time.
and that's why they had pocket doors so that they could keep each room that the family went to warm, because then they would start the fire here and they'd let that one burn out. And it they would just close it, and the pocket doors here are so heavy. But look at this is all hand carved.
Oh, wow. But that is the original.
That's the original pocket doors, the original hardware, and it's amazing that that wasn't stolen because they're worth a fortune.
Wow.
And in here we have the entryway, which is really special because this is where the people got dropped off in the carriages and you got your first impression of the home. So your entryway had to be special. And because this was a high Victorian home and he was a man of great wealth here in Moberly, he had hand-made glass that also came from Europe. And let me just show you real quick. This is the original floor, tile floors,
Wow.
with the detail on this hand-carved door.
Oh my God.
Wow.
A little story about this, and even there's one that matches it on this side, of course, and the doorbell store.
Oh wow. And that's original doorbell.
It's original. When the people on the bed and breakfast, somebody had actually stolen these doors and the windows.
What?
Yes, and the people who bought the house for the bed and breakfast were looking in Columbia because they were trying to replace them with something that was worthy of the house. They just happened to stop into an antique dealer and they told him, you know, about their house. He goes, I have your doors in the back. What a coincidence was that?
Oh my God.
And he gave them to them.
Just
He gave them back. He said, are you renovating? I said, yes, they were stolen from the house. He gave them to them. So these are the original doors and they are the original window.
It's nice to know that there are still good people living.
Yes,
Yes.
it sure is. And this is the master bedroom. All the closets had transoms so the people could see their clothes because of course there wasn't that much electric. There was, in this house, this was one of the first houses that had electric and running water. But they go all the way up. Those are some tall closets.
Wow.
Wow.
And of course, there's a fireplace here.
It's like all marble.
And this is, the master bedroom has the view of the cemetery. And this was actually a sitting room. We use it, of course, for our bedroom right now. But the master would usually have a sitting room off the side, and they would just have places where you could come and sit before you retire for bed. And the servants would bring you your nightcap, or you'd have a glass of wine, the gentleman would smoke a cigar or something, you know, and this is where they do that. So this was actually part of the master bedroom, but right now, obviously, it's so big we use it for a bedroom.
Yeah.
All right, and this is our third floor suite. The tub was handmade by a friend of one of the owners. We're not sure which one had it brought up here, but we do know because somebody had pictures that there was a crane that brought it in here through that window right there.
So that's
That
original.
Yeah, well, it's not original to the house. This is the original basement. This is the dreaded root cellar that goes down even below here.
That's right here.
It's all filled in with bricks.
Really?
Uh,
But is
yeah.
it still open down in the root cellar? Is it still open? Nobody knows.
I don't know. I sure wasn't going to take all those bricks out and look.
Now, is the tunnel start in the fruit cellar, or
No,
it
the
starts down
tunnel
here?
starts over here.
Okay.
The whole wall, but they had to replace it all when they plugged it up.
Huh.
Yeah,
So
the
this
tunnel
was the
started.
entrance?
Yep. And the tunnel went from here 1,000 feet out to where the two-story, very ornate, beautiful barn was that burnt down.
That's good.
All right, well, thank you very much for the tour. I'm going to go out and talk to the rest of the crew and have them sit up here, and we'll come in and start the investigation.
All right, looking forward to it.
Thank you so much, Cindy.
Thank you
Chris
so
is-
much.
Yeah, thanks.
Chris is-
All right.
So what happened in the basement?
Oh, I was helping Chris. We were running wireless cameras. We were running extension cords. I had an extension cord in my hand, and it had felt like I was slugged in the side of the ribs, and it made me drop the extension cord and everything. And I had bent over, grabbing my ribs. It hurt bad.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Okay, so me and Shelly just went to the bathroom, and she went in that bathroom, and I went in this one, and I thought she was talking to me, and I told her I can't hear you, so just hold on, wait until I get out. So I come out, and then I asked Shelly if she was talking to me, and she said no, and I said, well, were you on the phone? And she said no. So I heard something, but I don't know what it was.
Hi, my name is Cindy Mack, and I'm the owner of the old Terrill Mansion, and my boyfriend Kenny Riordan and I moved in about 1.5 years ago. The Terrill Mansion is a landmark in Moberly. It was built in 1876 by Julius C. Miller and his brother Robert, who at that time owned a bottling and brewing company, Julius Miller Brewing, and they fashioned this old home after a castle in the Rhine. They were both from Germany, and they immigrated here from Germany. So the house looks a lot like a castle, and it's very masculine, very Baroque lots of hand carving and Eastlake 6-inch woodwork everywhere.
This is Mike, Tracy, Carrie, and Lacey at the basement of the Terrill house. If there's anybody here, if you would like to communicate, we would really like to talk to you. You can do so by speaking to this device in my right hand, or by making a noise.
Right here.
1.7.
No.
That's weird. Okay, it's not to the left.
Maybe something on the other side.
Yeah, check over there. So you're getting a reading too. Okay, hold up there where her
There's
is.
electrical outlets.
Yeah.
Okay. Now go to this.
Whoa! Whoa!
Right there, she's getting a reading. That's kind of steady. It's not steady. So go up to the exact side on that side and see if you get that reading.
Yes. Electrical outlet. I think it's
Let's see if you get a reading from it.
yeah.
How much?
Flash it on the thing.
So it's right there with the bar.
It's not as much as it was over there. Mike, it's lower.
What about the turtle?
Lower?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lower reading.
Yeah, it's only 0.9, 0.1 maybe.
What's the reading on it?
Can you knock from the wall?
Because we're getting a
Oh,
steady reading.
jeez, it's high.
Is it high?
Oh my god. It's really high. It's this.
Go ahead.
It's that. It's a clock.
Yep, old clocks. There it is. That does it. They put off high enough. Go ahead and.
Yeah, it was like. Look, see? Yeah. It's the clock.
As we were doing an investigation, a lot of the girls, while we were setting up and stuff as well, were saying they were hearing voices and stuff coming from the bathrooms. They just felt this really paranormal feeling coming over them. And we went to check it out, and come to find out there was a clock there that was generating like over 100 plus EMF fields. So that's probably what was going on and why they were feeling that way. Can you make these devices go up? What's the temperature, Tracy?
Actually,
I've got a steady point.
I'm like keeping it right here,
Huh?
and it's like 38.
So it's a steady 38?
No, it's.
Can you make the device in Tracy's hand right here? Can you make that device 0.5? Can you make that device drop down to, what was it before?
It was like.
28?
Yeah, 20.
Can you make it drop down to 23 degrees? It's right here still, I feel it. It's cold. It's colder right there. Can you make that temperature drop?
Are you too weak to make any of the devices
Man,
move?
I just changed hands. Like this hand's been fine the whole time. I stick it right and only in this spot right here. And it's so much colder, dude.
Yes, it is. I can feel it. It is. Wow, there's like ice.
Like ice, dude. What's the temperature you got, Tracy?
It's 32.
31.
31. Make,
That's more than it.
make this device drop. Make the temperature drop on this device right here. Bring it down to 27 degrees. Drop it down to 27 degrees.
You can do it. Come on.
When it moved, the temperature went back up. You notice that? It went from a 27, 28 all the way back up to 33 degrees.
That's a major move.
That's a 6-degree change.
0.3. Whoa.
Oh. Yeah.
Goosebumps all the
Yeah.
way up.
0.2.
Right.
28, 29.
And the wind, like the wind's
0.1.
blowing, but like, dude, like right here, it's like a
Ice
constant.
chill, dude. Can you tell us your
It's
name?
right here, Sean.
I got
Go down 2 more degrees.
You're getting right here, Sean.
30 degrees. Drop it down to 28 degrees. 29. Drop it down to 28 degrees. You can do it.
It's got to be a 28 even. No 28.2. No 28 point nothing. It has to be 28 even. Come on, you can do it.
Make sure you don't stick your hands in front of it, guys. 28 degrees. You can do it. Prove to us that this is you, that you're here with us. One more degree.
Come on, you can do it. We believe in you.
Come on. I can see you trying. Went down to 28 just for a split second. I can see you trying, please. One more degree.
I got a 0.1 here now.
Try right here, shit, where my hand
0.1. It's gone, dude.
Yeah, because it went back up to 32.
is. 33, 32?
Yeah.
Yep. 6 degree change and everything, dude. We just experienced something right now.
Dude, we hit a 0.4 on an EMF detector
In the middle of
nowhere.
And it also, it even spiked up to a 0.6 at one point in time. Right there, and you could actually feel how cold it got. Now that is how you do ghost hunting, guys. Take that for the record and take that to the bank.
We decided to go out to where the old barn used to be, but it was then torn down. And we actually started in the middle of a field, in the middle of nowhere, and there's no power lines overhead. We actually were getting EMF readings, which was quite astonishing. So then we got out our thermometer and asked it to drop the temperature, and it dropped the temperature drastically into the temperature that we asked it to drop to. So that definitely was an exciting point of the night.
And then ask the next question. Because you want to give them time to respond.
Did any of you die a horrible death?
If the stain here on the wall is made from the tunnel of weathering, you know, like air getting through or something due to the tunnel being behind, or if it's possible that a ghost or an apparition keeps walking back in through here, it could cause a stain.
Well, because like right here, it's like chipped, you know, so I mean, it wouldn't be from weathering if it's like that, right?
But that very well could have possibly, if they had something here that, like, I mean, it could have.
Bumped into it.
Yeah,
scraped
while
it.
they're moving it, maybe moving
It's
stuff.
possible, but that stain,
Right.
Yeah.
you know, that
I
stain
mean,
is,
the stain comes up really good on the camera.
yeah, it's just really odd because when it's trying to like manifest, it brings in energy and it draws in moisture and stuff like that. And if it was something, a being like that was walking through a wall, it could leave a signature over and over if it kept doing it. So that could possibly be where the stain came from.
We're gonna ask a question.
Hey, can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Was that called ectoplasm?
In the movie Ghostbusters, I think so, but I'm not quite sure.
But that's not like a real term.
I'm not quite sure if that's the real term for
I'm gonna have to look that up.
Yeah, I'll have to look that one up.
Yeah, so do I.
What are you gonna?
Well, I had a 0.7 and everything else was like a 0.1, 0.2, but I'm trying to locate it. It was like right here. It like went, it was first over there, it was 0.6, and then I moved over here, but it wasn't moving really fast, and it went to 0.7.
All right, guys. Here we are back, going over the evidence at the Terrill house. Got some evidence stuff that we want to show you. Here we got some EVPs we'll start off with. And this is the first one. As you noticed, while we were doing the investigation, we didn't bring any babies with us that night at all. But we actually caught a sound that sounded like a baby in the house. And I wanted to play this for you and tell me what you think about it. See if you've ever heard the noise before.
On the speaker, turn the volume up on the speaker. Sorry.
Didn't have anything to do with the 4 cats.
No.
It didn't sound like a cat to me. Yeah.
No, it's definitely not a cat.
All right, let's hear. I don't know, it sounded a little like a kitty.
It's just like, please let it be a cat. Please let it be a cat. Okay.
It's like it's weird. Yeah, some people whispered. We couldn't really decipher on what it was saying, but
These were all gotten in the basement here, though.
Oh, they were?
Yeah. Are you inside the tunnel? Is that tapping?
Yeah.
Was this your bedroom? And it was like right here, you know.
Yeah, it was
I was
like
actually
right there
sitting on
next
the
to
bed
us.
in the master bedroom there by this, and it's just like, oh. You know.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's saying no or if it's just like, growling or
Yeah.
something, but That's definitely.
How do you know that's not somebody breathing or something? Like
Breathing?
like somebody taking
Oh,
a
because
breath?
if it was one of us, then we made a noise that's that loud or whatever.
Do you say?
We say
Then you
that
say,
was
I
us.
just- okay,
That was us
alright.
making a noise or something like that. We do that if we're walking and we bump
Right,
into
and so
something.
that was me.
Or if we hear
So that's
something
part
like
of what you do. You say,
Absolutely.
Right,
Okay.
right. Because
Alright.
when Chris is going over the EVPs, we want to make sure that he doesn't hear something like that and be like, "Oh my God, what's that?"
Yeah.
So that way he knows, hey, okay,
do you have these things blasting in your head when you listen?
yeah,
How do you hear that?
I just have a knack for hearing.
he
Yeah.
does have a knack for hearing this stuff. Okay, during this you'll hear us talking in the background, but over the top of it, it sounds like something or someone's like, I don't know if they're chanting something or just whispering words that just make no sense. It kind of sounds like, that's what it sounds like, and it's over the top of us, you know. So we're not making it. Yeah, it's really weird.
Where were you on this one? Master bedroom.
Yes,
Okay.
master bedroom. There it is.
I also have others do that. So creepy.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh, I've never seen that.
What's that?
A lamb.
And it's over the whole
It's
clip.
over the whole clip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
The funny string move?
Yeah, make the cord swing, kind of in a circle.
Yeah, it's just,
Well, there's no doubt about what that is.
yeah.
Is there anybody in here that would like to talk to us in this hallway?
Yeah, that did sound like it.
It sounds like saying no.
That wasn't me. That definitely wasn't me.
All right, that's all the
Somebody
EVPs. But we do have one video I want you to check out and tell me your thoughts about it.
Top.
Okay. Okay, at one point in time you're going to see a light kind of, from here, a line of it, come out of nowhere and just fly at the camera, and then it goes like that to the side.
It wasn't the bat reflecting.
No.
One of the 3 bats.
No, it's
Okay.
actually white line.
Okay.
Did you see it?
No, I missed it. I totally missed it. I was looking for it.
Okay.
Can you see? I don't want to block you.
All right.
All right. Are you seeing
I'm
it?
seeing
You
it.
did?
I'm not. I'm just looking.
How can I be missing it
You watch
twice?
right in this
All right.
area.
All right.
It's really faint. Just
Oh,
see it?
yeah.
That's,
Being, debunking the way I thought
yeah.
that I normally would. I thought maybe it was headlights, right, shining
Coming
through.
through a window. Yeah.
But being that the light itself is in the air and not reflecting off the walls, I have to throw that away. I have to dismiss that because a normal light would go along the wall. It wouldn't be floating in mid-air like that.
Yeah, it would be in that.
Due to the evidence that we have, we were able to debunk, a couple of those EVPs, but there's some there that you see yourself that you can't explain. And the experiences that we had, especially outside, in the barn area, we had a really good experience there. That I believe that's paranormal. I believe that the Terrill house does have some slight paranormal activity. I don't think it's strong at all. I cannot say that the Terrill house is haunted. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's not haunted, but you do have some slight paranormal stuff going on there, and, but it's nothing to be afraid of. It's nothing to fear.
Yeah.
The whole time we were there, we had good experiences. We felt very welcome there. And you guys, your hospitality is awesome.
Fantastic.
We really appreciate you letting us
Well,
in.
it was fun having you in there,
really
watching
fantastic.
you do your thing and seeing how you do that was really interesting.
It's really interesting.
Great.
This is.
Thank you very much, guys. We really
Thank
appreciate
you.
it.
Thanks a lot.
It's been great knowing you guys.
Thank you.
If you guys ever need us again, just please give us a call.
We
No
will.
problem.
All right, thank
You
you.
bet. Thanks a lot. Bye.
At the Terrill house, there's been a lot of rumors of a lot of stuff going on there due to the Underground Railroad and the tunnels that's been underneath the place forever. In the area around Columbia and Moberly, I mean, people talked about it for years, as far as back as I can remember growing up in this area. So it was a place that I definitely would like to investigate. So I was really happy that when we got in there, we were able to do the investigation.
Well, I thought the investigation of the Terrill house was quite interesting. There were a couple things I thought maybe could be debunked, but there were many things that couldn't be, and it's just interesting seeing how you go about finding them and looking at them and measuring them. And it's just kind of fun seeing that there really are paranormal things happening. You don't see it without using the special equipment. So I know it was really interesting, and it was quite the experience. And I'm going to tell all my other friends with haunted houses to have you guys come to their house. It was really a great experience, and what a great group of people.
Well, I thought that the investigation of our house went real well. I think a lot of this depends upon one's anxiousness to believe or not to believe in this type of thing, and I tend to be biased myself towards wanting to, and so, but even the skeptical side of me was convinced in some of the EVPs that we heard, and so it well made me a little bit more firm believer than I already was. So I think it was really enjoyable. It was really cool. You guys are professional, and really enjoyed the investigation, and hope to see you again.
My name is Carrie Helmick. I'm with the Kindred Moon Paranormal Society. This is our newest piece of equipment. We call it the Ghost Box. It uses white noise, traveling on AM/FM frequencies. This allows a platform for spirits to communicate with us. It's a highly controversial piece of equipment, and our team is still testing it and haven't drawn any conclusions about it yet.